Welcome into Movement Parallels Life. Today we're keeping it simple and focusing on one thing. There's a lot of value to be found in every single movement that we go through in this natural movement practice. In fact, most of this movement goodness gets overlooked because we're on to the next thing. So today we're going to try something different. We're just going to focus on one thing, and today's one thing is the foot-hand crawl. So for the next 15 minutes, we'll explore the variations and progressions surrounding and supporting the foot-hand crawl. By focusing on just one technique, we can dig in, we can explore the movement inside and out and gain a deeper appreciation for all that goes into it. So I invite you to follow along with me as we take a look at all the movement goodness that lives within the foot-hand crawl. So we're starting off in a prone lying position with shoulder articulations. Tuck your pelvis and your rib cage into the ground. Keep your body straight as an arrow. Extend your arms out in front of you and sweep them through a full range of motion. Next, plant your hands on the ground just outside your chest. Set your shoulders and use the strength of your back line to lift up into a prone press. Lift and lower through the spinal extension 5 or 6 times. Next, press up to a strong, stable knee-hand position. Keep your arms locked out, shoulders externally rotated, spine long, and core strong. Begin rocking around your 4 points of support. Coordinate your movements with your breathing as you shift your weight forward and back, side to side, and in circles. Stabilize and center yourself, and then begin moving through your spine, articulating through flexion and extension. Center and stabilize, then place one hand behind your head and rotate open 9 or 10 times. Press strongly into the ground with the support arm as you use the strength of your core to drive the rotation. Now switch sides. Now reconnect both hands to the ground and perform 9 or 10 palm lifts. Next, slightly sit back into your hips. Rotate your hands so your fingers are facing you and pulse in and out of an open palm stretch. Reset yourself in your knee-hand position. Tuck your toes, drive your palms into the ground, set your shoulders, and brace your core. Press through your hands and toes to lift your knees to hover 2 inches off the ground. Maintain the position with strength and stability, but keep your neck free so you can turn your head to look in all directions. Lower your knees and go back to knee-hand rocking. Gently shift your weight in any direction and release any excess tension. Next, reach one arm forward and extend your opposite leg. Maintain a strong press into the ground to stabilize this position, and then gently start to sway from side to side. Bring your arm and leg in and then switch sides. Reground your hands and knees, activate your body, press through your hands and toes, lift your knees 2 inches off the ground to come back to your foot-hand crawl position. Hold with soft strength and deep relaxed breathing. Lower your knees to the ground and return to knee-hand rocking. Center and stabilize, and then again extend your opposite arm and leg. Maintain your strong press into the ground as you bring your elbow and opposite knee to touch 5 or 6 times. Bring your hand and knee back to the ground and then switch sides. Take a moment to reset and return to your knee-hand position. Re-engage your body, press in and lift your knees to return to your foot-hand crawl position. March your hands in an alternating fashion. Pick up one hand and softly replace it, but strongly press it back into the ground. Stabilize yourself, root your palms, and begin lifting your feet in an alternating fashion. Softly lower your knees to the ground to return to your knee-hand position. Using opposite hand-foot movement, begin rotating 360 degrees. Change direction whenever you like. Center and stabilize yourself, then extend your opposite arm and leg and switch from side to side. Sense the moderate level of activation through your core with every reach. Now take a moment to pause and reset. Into the ground, hover in your foot-hand crawl position, lift your opposite hand and foot for a moment of balance, alternate from side to side. Perform about 8 to 10 alternating lifts. Pause and lower down, returning to your knee-hand position. Begin crawling around your space with your opposite hand and knee moving together. Remain mindful of your breathing, alignment, and organization. Sense the connection between the strength of your abdominals and the strength of your shoulders. Allow your movements to be relaxed, fluid, and playful. Now recenter yourself, take a few deep breaths, and perform a few elbow spins. Press in through your hands and feet, lifting into your foot-hand crawl position. Lift your opposite hand and foot, and then rotate away from your support arm. Rotate into the inverted crawl position, and then back to the foot-hand crawl position. Switch sides. Perform 8 to 10 of these pass under transitions. Now return to your knee-hand crawl position and take a few moments to work your wrists out. Perform palm lifts and open palm stretch pulses or any other wrist movements that feel good for you. Reset your foot-hand crawl position, re-engage your body, and press into the foot-hand crawl position. Begin crawling around your space using your contralateral or opposite hand-foot steps. Keep your knees hovering low to the ground, keep your spine long and your chest open. Move forwards, backwards, sideways, and rotationally. Now return to your knee-hand position. Reach your arms forward and transition into a shoulder flexion stretch. Shift your weight forward and transition into a prone spinal extension. Shift back into your knee-hand position and we'll get ready to repeat that sequence. Re-engage your body and press into your foot-hand position. Begin crawling around your space. Rest and return to your knee-hand position. Reach your arms forward and transition into your shoulder flexion stretch. Shift your weight forward and transition into your prone spinal extension. shift back to your knee-hand position and stretch your wrists. Get ready for one more pass through this sequence. Center yourself, activate, press into your foot-hand position, and begin crawling around your space. Lower your knees to the ground, returning to your knee-hand position. Sit your hips back, start making your way into your shoulder flexion stretch. Shift your weight forward, transitioning into your prone spinal extension. Press your way back up to your knee-hand position and begin articulating your spine through flexion and extension. So that's it. That's all for today's mini practice. Nothing big, nothing revolutionary, just a chance to go a little bit deeper into a familiar movement to keep peeling back the layers. But with time and consistency, I think you'll find that these small practices pave the way for big changes. So that's all for this one thing, today at least. Keep on moving, and I'll be back with another thing real soon. I'll see you in the next video.